Imagine you're on a journey, navigating through the wild, or planning your route in a city. Understanding directions and bearings is key to finding your way. Let's start with directions. If you're told to go N30OE, you're heading 30 degrees east of due north. Each direction combines a cardinal direction with a precise angle. Now, on to bearings. They are always measured clockwise from the north. Think of it as a full circle around you, starting and ending at north. Bearings are crucial for pinpointing locations. For example, if you know the bearing from one point to another as 0650, you can easily orient yourself towards the direction. Consider a practical example where a boat sails from a port heading N30OW. After traveling 20 kilometers, figuring out how far west it has ended up becomes a fun challenge. Now let's switch gears and talk about the angle of elevation. This is when you look up to see something above you, like a mountain peak or the top of a building. Solving problems involving the angle of elevation usually starts with drawing a simple diagram. This visual helps in understanding the scenario better. In these diagrams, label your sides: opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. This sets the stage for using trigonometry to find your answers. Choosing the right trigonometric ratio is crucial. If you know the opposite side and need the hypotenuse, you use the sine function. Let's apply this to a real-world problem. If you're standing 30 meters from a tower and need to find the angle of elevation to its top, you'd start by marking your distances. If the tower is 10 meters high, using the tangent function will help you find the angle. Simply divide the height of the tower by your distance from it. Calculating this gives you the tangent of the angle, which leads you to discover the angle of elevation itself. Another scenario involves a pedestrian and a road flanked by houses. If the houses are 3 meters high, you can calculate the width of the road by understanding the angle of elevation. Using the tangent of 30 degrees, you can determine the distance from the road's median to the house. Multiply this by 2 to find the road's total width. This method reveals that the road is 24 meters wide, a practical application of trigonometry in urban planning and construction. Through these examples, we see how directions, bearings, and angles of elevation are not just academic concepts, but tools that guide our everyday decisions and movements. Next time you're navigating a new place or looking up at a tall structure, remember these principles. They're your silent guides in the journey through space and geometry.